Are you black? Are you African? Are you Mesopotamian? Are you Asian? Uh, are you a Jew? Where did your people come from? We were always told Africa. It's amazing how there were dark skinned people all over the world before uh, America was colonized. Yeah. The Taino Indians, those are what we call the Latino people. They were much darker than that. Much darker. But when you almost wipe all of them out, you know, the conquistadors, Europeans. And that's why they speak, Spanish. The conquistadors were Hispanic. And that's why the Taino Indians don't speak their native language. Same reason why I don't speak my native language. Because, the Europeans colonized and or brought my people over here and I speak English. It's the only language that it's the predominant language. So it's the language that you grew up speaking and so on and so forth. I don't even know who my people were. But according to the Bible, when you start getting into it, it seems that Moses came out of Mesopotamia. That's what it seems like. Across the Red Sea. The Red Sea is in Mesopotamia is in Asia. Now, if you do some digging, you're going to find out that there were a lot of, matter of fact, a lot of European, a lot of black people were already in Asia. And they didn't look like the so called Asians, which that wasn't what it was called. It was called something else, but we called it Asia. China. China is an American name. It's not a name that the Chinese gave it. Western. But the question is, what are you? Are you black? If you're labeled as black here in America. Chances are you're Asian. Chances are you're Jew. You're you're not Jewish. Jewish is a form of. You are a Jew from Jerusalem. But people argue this because of, Christ came out of Jerusalem. He was the king of the Jews. So I don't understand why Christians call themselves Christians. Why don't you just call yourself a Jew? Well, I guess Jew is a race. The people of Jerusalem, they were a race of people. So Christian is being Christ like. So that's a spiritual form. One is a physical form, one is a spiritual form. I don't know. I don't even know why I look up at the ceiling while I'm thinking. But it's just something on my mind to ask yourself, what are you? People start looking at ancestry.com and find out that they have blood mixed all over the place. You see people who are white, they end up having some, they got some black somewhere down the line. Hitler was even said to have blackness, where you have, those, the Germans, there were a lot of Europeans who were black. They were already there before the Caucasians pretty much dominated that area. There was a lot of black people there. They were spread out everywhere. Half the Roman army was black. Why do you think they were always going into Africa? Heck, the Roman army made it all the way over here. Yeah. Vespucci they wasn't the first people the French, they weren't the first people to reach here. The French or the English. The freaking Romans were here. A lot of what we know about history is not true. It's their story. It's not our story. Yeah, it's like this. We're finding out more and more that that's not true. The largest pyramids, they're not in Egypt. There's pyramids right here in America. Hmm. They're right here, and you're not allowed to go near them. Huge pyramids. right here in America. I think one of them is the Grand Canyon. I think some of them in the Grand Canyon or something like that. You're not allowed to go nowhere near them. But what are you? Africans sold Jews and then to white people, and then we were sold into slavery. We were sold by Africans. Now here's the thing: I don't hate white people or Africans, even though I know this. I don't even hate the Jewish people who run this country. I don't walk up to a Jewish dude and just hate them. But I will walk up to them and start asking them about the Torah, start asking them about the Bible. Pissed one of them off in the grocery store. He got mad as heck because I told him, I said, you're not a Jew. You're Jewish. He couldn't answer my questions. He got pissed off, little dude. It's funny how they won't talk to us about the Bible, but they live this high society life. Like they're the privileged people, and we're like, wait, when did Europeans come out of Jerusalem? When did that happen? When did that AD? When? Can somebody tell me when that happened? When, the Russian Caucasians is who they are, a warlike race. They run this country. But the question is, who are you? Yeah. Just thinking about that, you know. You guys, I have another channel. It's called Tone 202. So that's where a lot of my sports and stuff is. But, you know, I get a lot of, whenever I talk about this stuff on that channel, people just go in. And that's cool because it's a conversation. Some people start yelling, I just cut them off. But I'm just asking you people. Because if you are a Jew, if you are a so called African American, which is not even, that's how you identify, or that's how they identify you, there's a good chance you were brought over here on ships. You were brought into captivity on ships, which is in the book of Deuteronomy. And this is why the Jewish people who says they're the real, it's like that can't even be nowhere near true according to the book. According to the Bible, the history of that is not even, you guys were never in captivity over here on ships. You guys were in captivity through Hitler. But you didn't travel over here on ships and then get into captivity. It didn't have, somebody didn't capture you and then bring you over here. It didn't happen. And it said that Jesus is going to be, when the Jews will return to Jerusalem when Jesus comes back. And so a couple of years ago, a lot of Jews were in Jerusalem. These were Jews from, Middle Eastern. So they got the white people saying that they're Jews. Then they got the white people are the Jewish, the Russians, Kazi, and then you got the Middle Eastern saying that they're the real Jews. They went into Jerusalem. Christ still isn't here. It's like you people aren't the Jews of the Bible. You're the Assyrians. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of Kedar and all them. That's who they are. Anyways, I'm just asking you people, who are you? How do you identify through Christ? How? Who does God say you are? Because that's what really matters. We can go back and forth all day, but and Christ says you're all one in Christ. Whether Jew, Gentile, whether circumcised, uncircumcised. But remember, before Christ, God he told Saul to slew these people because they were uncircumcised. I mean, God is something else, man. But, they're all in Christ now. Now, I wasn't sure about why, but it's one reason why he got mad at Saul. King Saul. Got mad at him. But who are you in Christ? Who are you? Who are you as a people of this nation? We run around crazy like there is no God. The emperor has no clothes. But there is a God, trust. He ain't happy. Like a lot of times he ain't happy with me, but I'll be like, hey, let's hey, can we sorry. uh I'm sorry. All right? Okay, cause you with the fire and the brimstone, it's like all right, my bad. She was a good looking woman. I looked at her, you know. Thought about, having a family and babies and all that in the house. I'm sorry I skipped to the bedroom part. I'm sorry I went all the way past the dating and then the engagement and marriage and the whole fake ceremony of marriage and went right to the bedroom scene. But my bad. My bad. Can we not do this? I don't know. Who are you? It's a question.